Hi guys, it's CJ here from Two Hearts and One Motorhome. We're here at Discovery Park in Dubbo. We had a great stay here for the last 2 nights. We had a powered site. I think it was about $60 a night. I'm just doing a really quick video and a tiny walk around. We're due to leave. I've handed the key in, and they're sort of working around and using the blower and trying to get the place all clean. So it won't be a detailed video, I'm afraid, this one. We sort of spent our time going to the zoo, so we didn't have a lot of time here to do a video. What I did do is, they don't sell coffees or anything, but I bought a soft drink for somebody and gave them one of our Two Hearts One Motorhome sticker. So if you come to Discovery Parks in Dubbo and you're lucky enough to be the recipient, we bought you a cold drink. So I hope you enjoy that. Join our channel, like and subscribe, and that'd be really very much appreciated. From here we actually head to see our grandbabies in Cootamundra, so that's where we're headed next. But yeah, I thought I'd just do a quick video. I'll flip you around very shortly and show you a little bit of the park before we head off. I hope you have a wonderful day. It won't be long. So these are the some cabins. I'm not sure of the price of the cabins. We had a powered site and paid $60 for a powered site. It's been a pretty quiet park. The most noise we've heard is this morning with the blowers. This is the entry. Very safe. You have to have a PIN code to get into the park, and obviously even through the pedestrian gate. There is go-kart hire here for the kids, and I believe they have a kids club as well, which is advertised. This is the pool area here. So it's quite a really nice looking pool there. It was quiet. Obviously it's been cold, so we haven't had a lot of noise from kids or anything. We're here, checked in Saturday afternoon, and checking out now, but there wasn't much noise here at all, which was lovely. So that's the lovely pool area. Nice shade sail there over that. There's a kids splash pool area, I would say, here. Sorry about the fencing. On the board over there, what's on, they do have what they call a mere kids club, which is obviously a kids club. But yeah, in the splash zone area, there's some slides and some obviously shade sails as well. There's actually even a water slide, which is nice. These are the sites for the motorhomes. There must be more cabins up the back there. Just show you over here. I'm not going to even go into the amenities block. Everyone knows what a toilet looks like, so I'm not going to bother doing that. There is laundry and amenities here, as you can see. And they've got a recreation and movie room, so pool, playground and a bounce zone, so I won't even go through that. But there's some ensuite sites, which is what we were on. That's our motorhome up there in the distance. And as I walk along here, we were, as you can see, I'll just swing back around here. That's the reception area. There's a little shop in there that has some basic essentials. They don't do coffees, I'm afraid, which was a bit of a shame. I was going to shout the coffee, but instead I've shouted a cold drink. So yeah, these are the sites. They're close by, but we park on the slab here, and then the wheels up on the cement there, and you've got a fairly decent size for a caravan park anyway. So I'm not sure what that is. Actually that's over there's your laundry. I just passed. This is open 7 days from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. for dinner. Cabra street food, so it's like a food truck, and they've got some nice meals. We actually didn't utilise it, but they're pretty good prices for what they have. Family meals and combo meals, and the food looks quite nice. Again, we didn't utilise it. We were had bought a couple of days worth of food, so we made the most of that. But yeah, I'll just walk up here to where we are Very clean park, not a lot of rubbish around. The dump point is down towards the back of the park. It sort of does a bit of a loop. It's not a huge park, to be honest, but there's a lot of cabins, not as many sites as what I would have thought. There's more newer style cabins over here. As you can see, it's emptying out now. It's pretty empty. Down through the back there is a little playground and where the bounce area is for the kids. Next to us is I think it's a golf course or a park, just through that fence over the back there, if you can see that. We actually walked from the front of the park and around. At the back there's a footpath that goes all the way down and along the river, and you can actually, we walked, up to the zoo, which was about 2.5 k's. But in here is your camp kitchen. I'll just give you a quick look at the camp kitchen over here, and then we'll be heading off pretty soon and off to Cootamundra to see the grandbabies, which we haven't seen in about 12 months, so really looking forward to spoiling them and doing that. But yeah, here's the camp kitchen. So nice stainless steel, some barbecue hot plates which are nice and clean, as you can see. They're really good. They're obviously gas operated. There's your little playground over there and the bouncy section for the kids. Chair and table set. There is a vending machine in here with more drinks. They have a community fridge freezer, which I'll just walk this way. More dining area, heating and a fan for the weather conditions. Lots of bench space, a couple of microwaves. We've got some fry pans and machines down there, and a nice TV in the kitchen. There's board games that you can also get in the from the office, and lots of games and stuff up there. Yeah. So yeah, gas fridge, gas freezer, which are huge, which is fantastic. And there's also some 4-burner cooktops here. So there's 2 of those. Your sinks, tea towels are here, so it's very clean and tidy. They've got everything you really need, I would imagine. The fence over the back there is where the park ends, and yeah, as I said, there's a beautiful walking path. It's quite flat to get to the zoo. So if you stay here, you can actually take your motorhome around the zoo, but in saying that, it's a beautiful walk, and it's a cycleway as well if you want to hire some bikes. I know they don't have bikes here, but they do have the go-karts, as I mentioned, for the kids. So this is where we're parked up over here. We're on site 73, which is a really good location. We had that's us parked there, and Trev's in the motorhome waving at you. We're ready to go. So that is our ensuite in here. It was really clean and tidy. They provided some face washes. Obviously you use your own towels, but they had face washes and yeah, obviously your toilet paper and things like that. It was a really really good shower, really high pressure, nice and hot. Nice sink, toilet as usual. I won't go in there, I've handed the key back. So this is our motorhome. We're about to head off, and yeah, as you can see, we're parked on the slab there. Had the cement slab next to us, and the powered site here. Obviously we're not staying at all caravan parks with a private ensuite, and we have got an ensuite in the motorhome, but if we can get a spot that has them, we obviously don't need it. So but yeah, we like to utilise it where we can. And yeah, it was nice, not too many overhead trees here, beautiful blue skies here today. And yeah, this is where you obviously plug in your electricity, and your water is here. the dump point, which Trev did, is, you know, we obviously get up through the night to go to do a number one, no number twos, but yeah, that's down the back there, and Trev's already done that, and he's here and waving. And say hello to the viewers.
Hi viewers, not sure if you can hear me or not.
Yeah, we can hear. If we can't hear, he said hello, hello viewers. So yeah, alright guys, take care, and we'll see you when we put the next video together. Hope you enjoyed our last one of Western Plains Zoo, and we will see you on the flip side. Morning guys, it's CJ here from Two Hearts One Motorhome. I thought I would do a quick video of our most recent stay at a little town in Victoria called Wangaratta, or Wangaratta, however it's pronounced. It's the Painters Island Caravan Park. It's a private little caravan park. It is non-pet friendly, however it's a really beautiful location. So I've left Trev back to pack up the motorhome and you know, do all the household duties of making the bed, etc. Before we head off into Geelong. Geelong's our last stop before we head across onto the Spirit of Tasmania on Friday afternoon. So yeah, I thought I'd do a little video footage of this particular park. I think it was around $55 per night. We've got a drive-through powered site, which is absolutely amazing. Yeah, unfortunately, it's put a bit of sadness on the place. The two Victorian police officers that were murdered recently were stationed here at Wangaratta, so I think people are in deep mourning, and understandably we're a bit worried about the you know, obviously the families and everyone that's been affected by the heinous crime of the perpetrator, who's still on the run. So I'm not sure how far away the location was that this happened in the little town, but I know that they were based here, so yeah, a little bit sad. But yeah, look, what a beautiful little town. We left from Cootamundra. We spent some time with the grandkids. We didn't really film anything of Cootamundra, although we've taken lots of photos that we'll add at the end of the video of the 3 parks that we put up before we head to Tassie. Yeah, so we've got heaps of photos. We spent plenty of time with the grandbabies. They got their musical instruments, so our little Charlotte she's learning strings and got a new violin. Jack got a larger size little ukulele, and Jack the lucky boy got a new drum kit, so that's getting built as we speak. So yeah, yeah, learning their musical instruments, and yeah, look, we had a great time in Cootamundra. What a beautiful little town as well. Tacy, our daughter, actually took us to her ambulance station and showed us around and into the ambulance, and that was really cool to see her in her element, and you know, in her workspace. Being a paramedic, you know, high pressure job like that is tough, but it's nice to see that they've got a little rec area with a little kitchen that she sort of helped set up to make sure all her colleagues and stuff have some food for their meal breaks and things like that. So if they're in between shifts or need a bite to eat, that's all set up for them in the tea room. Yeah, what else did we do there? We didn't go to the Bradman museum, however we plan on doing that on the next visit. We had a look around. There's a Bradman sort of cricket walk with all little statues and things like that. We put that up. We went out to Young, visited Young for a little bit, and just went to some shops there, and Yeah, but we really just kept it sort of family time, so that was our Cootamundra visit. But now, yeah, we're in Wangaratta. We were just here for one night last night, and before we head off. So I'll just flip you around and show you a little bit of Painters Island Caravan Park, and I'll actually do a little walk over the pedestrian bridge and show you how close it is to town. Really nice park, and set out well. It's very quiet, which is absolutely lovely. Not the best weather. We got a lot of rain last night or late yesterday afternoon, but and it's very cloudy today, but yeah, it was a really peaceful stay, and yeah, I'll flip you around and show you what this park consists of. Won't be a sec. So this is the entranceway. You come down the drive here. I'm standing in the emergency assembly point. Across the road before you enter the park off the main drag pretty much is the Apex Park, which is really well set up. It has plenty of parking for both cars and longer vehicles if you're just wanting to stop and not staying over. There's actually even showers in the amenities block over there, which is, you know, really great. It's also, along with this park, right on the banks of the river, which is absolutely beautiful. But yeah, Painters Island Caravan Park. So this is the entry in. Lots of things to do for the kids for a smaller park. It actually has the room in front there, that if you can see that, yep, the room in front is a table tennis room, so you can play table tennis. I'll just get out of the way of the speaker. Reception and inquiries are over there. There's not many, they don't have a coffee cart or anything like that. However, it's such a short walk into town. So here's the table tennis room. You have some cabins and things over this side. I think there's some big cabins down the bottom there for families. We're sort of over this way. They have ice here, so you can buy bags of ice for $5 a bag. I'll cut through here. It's a nice little play area for the kiddies, the little ones. There's some powered sites over the back there, and yeah, the playground. It's really set in a really nice environment with beautiful trees all around. It'd be lovely in the warmer weather, that's for sure. I'm not sure how hot it gets here, but yeah, the shade of these trees would give you plenty of relief, I'm sure. There's a little chess set up over here, outdoor chess set for the kiddies. Barbecue area just over there, plenty of seating. I'll walk you up into the pool area. Even over the back here they've got, if you can see in that shelter area next to the bins there's firewood, so I believe you can use that in the really cold winter months. Again, up here, this is pretty much an area for barbecues and things like that. You can see the grounds are really well kept. So yeah, just over here, plenty of seating for dining. Little water bubblers, barbecues, which are very clean park. I'll just bring you over through here, and you can see the pool area there. So yeah, the pool's open from 9 till 5, but yeah, plenty of seating. And we'll just walk on this way. Again, more cabins here. Walking past the pool area. We pretty much had the place to ourselves last night, which was lovely. The area, that's us in the distance over there. Big drive-through site. There's more powered sites both in front and behind. And then right in front there's also non-powered sites. So here you have your female amenity block. Look, it's an older amenity block, but you know, it's fine. Laundry, and then the men's, we've built on a new little building here. So as you can see, all the trees in the background, there's so many trees. We had 2 neighbours last night, so that caravan over there next to our motorhome, and then we had another van there further up. There was another van behind there, but you can see the height of the trees. Lots of cockatoos are out morning and afternoon feeding on the grass seeds and things like that. You have some clotheslines over this side. In the distance there is the unpowered sites. Plenty of open space for the kids to run, that's for sure. Tennis courts in the background there. And over this way is the camp kitchen. Dump point, septic disposal unit or dump point. Family amenities, which is really great. If you've got the kiddies, baby change room, special access facilities. And as you can see, the park's really, really clean. Morning! Yeah, so this is actually a camp kitchen. It's just been cleaned at the moment. But it has plenty of dining space. On both sides it's got the fireplace, so which is what the that wood is for. Microwave, sinks, stove top here, 4-burner, shared freezer and fridge, and yeah, more barbecue area here, and there's your fireplace. Fans in here if it's hot in the summertime. But yeah, look, very clean, all under surveillance, so you can feel pretty safe putting things in the fridge and freezers. I'll just walk you down this way. This actually, in the distance there, I don't know whether you can see it, but there's a pedestrian bridge. I'll just take you for a walk over the pedestrian bridge and show you how close it is to town. Really great location, really. It's we walked in there yesterday afternoon and got some, you know, just some basic things from Woolies, and as soon as you cross the bridge there's the local RSL club, lots of little cafes and things like that. Yeah, just a really beautiful spot. I'll span back this way and you can see how open it is. It's a massive area, and the drive-through sites are amazing. Plenty of space. You're not parked right on top of your neighbour. As you can see, we're over there. That's the motor home to the right of the caravan, and yeah, it's just lovely. So your outlook is just absolutely beautiful. Lots of walking paths. You can actually, I've sort of cut across the campsite, but there's lots of pathways to walk on, and lots of bird life. Absolutely, lots of bird life here. Galahs and cockies and everything else in between, no doubt. You can probably hear them in the background. There's a gentleman up there taking his doggo for a walk. But yeah, you can see the pathways in the distance over there go all the way through. And there's probably another bridge over that side. We can venture over that side. But I'll take you for a quick walk up over this side along the river. Which seems to have some rapids, little rapids down one end. Yeah, but it's very pretty, very well done. And yeah, to access directly like this from the park is so convenient. We, as I said, we went up to Woolies and into town. Went into a bakery yesterday, which was absolutely lovely. Really good pies and cakes and all that sort of stuff, as bakeries have. And I think obviously this is public walkway because although the park doesn't allow pets, there are people walking with animals. And yeah, I'll just film over here. There's someone coming. Don't want to be filming the lady. Good morning. How are you?
Nice pickies from the river.
Oh yeah, they're absolutely lovely.
It's very picturesque, Wangaratta.
Oh, it's a pretty place, isn't it? Yeah, I really love it. Thank you. And she's dead right. It is very picturesque. If you haven't been here, yeah, I highly recommend it. We were very impressed. Obviously no climbing, jumping or diving from the bridge, which is common for safety. You don't know what's underlying, obviously. But this is the bridge. It goes up and over here, which is lovely. I'll just move over the bike rider coming. No, he's gone straight past behind me. As you can see here, so pretty. See the park in the distance there. Inside of the bridge, and it's Dirawara, they call it, which means together and united in Indigenous terms. You can see the little rapids in the distance there. Yeah, although overcast, it's not cold at all, which is great. I have my raincoat on just in case. I'll just walk up to the corner just to show you, get an idea on, the short distance it is. There's obviously, if you're driving around, there's parking this side as well. But yeah, look, if you're capable and you're able to walk, it's really not far at all, as you can see. It's very close. In the shopping centre, they've actually got for the kiddies and stuff, they've got a cinema, there's a bowling alley, and yeah, the club, and lots of shops. So they had the Target, like a country Target. We've got a really cool looking schnitzel place called Schnitz, I think it was. So yeah, that'd be they do all different types of chicken snitties. I think it'd be really good to check out if that's what you're wanting a nice feed and not wanting to go into the club. But up here, you can see where those cars are coming down. That's pretty much the side street. There's a nice cafe across the road. And yeah, as you can see, like it's just so picturesque viewing back to the bridge over there. So much wildlife about, bird life. I'm sure there would be plenty of other wildlife here too. It's just, I think they're probably still sleeping. It's about 8:30 in the morning. And yeah, there is no swimming or diving at the weir as mentioned. Obviously there's a lot of, from flood waters and things, I'd imagine it'd flood, so there's probably a lot of underlying currents and twigs and obstacles in the little river. But yeah, you can see as I walk up the hill here, the Preview Cafe. Yeah, so you don't have to walk far for coffee. And you know, like the buildings are really lovely. This here is the back of the RSL club, and they have live music on a Sunday from 2 o'clock. So here's your little cafe. There's another, let's walk over here, there's another pedestrian walkway over the side. That would take you back to like the Apex Park on the other side that I mentioned earlier. That's the other walkway. So lovely. Very quiet in town this morning. Not even people getting coffee at the moment. Yeah, over here is Wangaratta RSL, and that's where we sort of walked up to. I'll just walk up to the corner here, just give you an image of the street. I'm not going to walk all the way down the street there. It's a little country town, as you can imagine. Beautiful parks, beautiful churches. Pretty much have everything you need, not too far from anything, that's for sure. Like as far as shops, it's one of the main streets. A few cars about. Yeah, so just down there on the left hand side you can enter into one of the shopping malls. It's got everything you need. That's where the Target and things are. Down to the right, further down, down that street there is where the Woolworths is. But that gives you an idea of how close you are to town and to the shops, which is wonderful. Lots of cafes, as mentioned, and yeah, and being so close to the club, like if you wanted to come in for dinner, it's a awesome location. Just making my way back to the park now. Get out of the weather. We've still got to, hopefully Trev would have packed up by the time I get back. And we head off into Geelong. Morning.
Or a Nikon?
Pardon?
Canon?
Yes, it's a Canon.
Good to see.
Thank
I
you.
used to be in the Vanilla Camera Club, and we used to have at the end of the year, we'd have a dinner.
Yes.
We had barefoot bowls before it.
Oh, that's
we had
always
three
fun.
teams, Canon, Nikon, and the rest of the world.
That makes sense.
What sort of camera have you got there?
It's just a DSLR, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I've got
EOS
Oh, yep.
850D, yeah.
I've got a 60D. It's a full frame. But yeah, love
Yeah,
it.
no, it's good. We do take some great shots, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I taught photography at a juvenile prison back in the
wow.
days of film,
Yes.
back in the early 80s.
Oh, wow.
Got my first digital camera was a Canon. It cost me $900 and it was 0.3 of a megapixel.
Wow. Incredible how times have changed. You have a wonderful day. See you later. Yeah, lovely, friendly people. For those interested in filming, that was quite interesting. So, lovely man. I obviously wasn't going to put him on camera, but and he obviously didn't know that I was filming. But anyway, that's it's nice to have a good morning chat with the locals. You know, they very friendly bunch. Yeah, just so sad though about those poor policemen. I just sort of felt I'm overwhelmed with sadness for their families. You know, one of them obviously ready to retire and had moved on with his life and just built a house, and then the other young fella, you know. Oh, it's just tragedy, sadness, a bloody maniac, you know. So I believe, I haven't read the news today, but I believe he's still on the run, so I hope they get him and he's locked away for the rest of his life, that's for sure. Just awful, awful, awful. How that can put such darkness over a town, you know. We haven't been up near the police station or anything and don't intend to, however, I can imagine how they'd be mourning such a tragic loss. Over here we've got, I just filmed that because it'd be interesting to know. There's a flood marker. It's so peaceful, so beautiful and quiet. There we go. There's the flood marker here. Wow, 1870. It got to over 13 metres and almost 13 metres in 93. Just short of 13 in 2010. You can read that anyway, but it just, yeah, it's crazy. So the last big floods, I guess, was September 2010 at almost 13 metres, so it's massive. I can imagine, you know, for the water to come up to that level. There's a bridge from this side. Yeah, today we're staying we're driving on through to Parks in Geelong. We wanted to base ourselves in Geelong because it's obviously where the Spirit of Tasmania leaves from. So by the time we pack up, I know that you can't board until later in the afternoon, but by the time we pack up and we'll probably grab some lunch and head over to the port and just wait in the queue. I think we depart. I don't think years ago when I left at about 4 o'clock. Something tells me we're leaving about 6 o'clock or something tomorrow night. From what Trevor's mentioned, the weather is not going to be favourable, so I think we'll be up for a rocky road, rocky ride, that's for sure. But, you know, I like that. A bit of adventure. We actually, I actually went to Tassie on the Spirit about, it have to be 20-25 years ago. Excuse me. And yeah, it was a really rough trip that night as well. I remember the waves breaking on the cabin windows, which was a fair height. We were rolling all about the place, but you know, I like that. I was a sailor in my younger day, loved sailing, so I don't mind the big waves at all. It makes it all the more exciting. Hey guys, it's CJ here again from Two Hearts One Motorhome. We finally arrived to the Geelong Discovery Park, or also known as G'day Parks in Geelong, which is where we're staying for the night before we head towards the terminal to board the Spirit of Tasmania. Quite cool here, hence the hoodie, and quite windy. I also want to apologise to any of the viewers that viewed my last video at Wangaratta. I realised while I was walking with my raincoat it was quite noisy, so apologies in advance for that. But yeah, if you scroll to the end of that video you'll see a great deal of photos. I also forgot to mention that we also went to Junee on the way from Cootamundra to Wangaratta. We went to Junee, what was it called? Junee Licorice and Chocolate Factory. That's what it was called. It was amazing, beautiful, beautiful building. Really, really good produce. It's actually a working factory that you can actually see all the workers, and they obviously have events and stuff there as well. I also put some photo images. There'll be photo images of that place up as well. And we also, throughout our stay, went to Parks on the way to Cootamundra. So we just got a photo at the Visitor Info Centre with Elvis. And the big festival which is on in January in Parks, the Elvis convention, I guess they call it. But yeah, so I'll do a quick video footage of this park here, Discovery Parks or G'day Parks in Geelong. It's just outside of Geelong in Belmont. Yeah, we sort of came through along the M1 on the outskirts of Melbourne. Seen the sights as we came in from afar, and glad to see the other side of it, to be honest. But yeah, apologies in advance if you get some wind noise, but yeah, it's windy here. I'll turn you around now and show you the park. So up here are some cabins. It's only about 3 or 4 streets wide, this park, so yeah, it's 3 or 4 streets wide, lots of cabins there, and then lots of sites. We actually booked a ensuite powered site here. I think it was about $50 or something. When we turned up, they actually have put us on a double slab. Our site had actually been having work on it, so they put us on a cement slab. The ensuite site's actually a grass slab, and yeah, they're re-cementing them, or putting cement on them. So this fenced off area is where we would have been positioned, and they're the little ensuites there at the side. So yeah, not too bad, nice and clean. And they've still allowed us, they've put us just opposite, which is on a double cement slab site, and it's a short walk, like very short walk to the ensuite, still giving us ensuite access. More cabins all over this side. This is our motorhome here. on site. Cabins down this side, and I'll just walk around. They do have a cafe on site that does lunch and breakfast. They were open, however the kitchen was closed this afternoon by the time we wanted to use it, so yeah, we weren't able to get anything hot, but they did have sandwiches, and they still were able to make us a coffee and things like that. Yeah, look, it's not a bad park. It looks okay. Obviously they're having a lot of work done with the excavator here, and or whatever that is called, a digger. Yeah, mainly lots and lots of cabins. There's some new ones and some newer ones. Over in this section, I'll just cut across here, is I believe this is a camp kitchen, so we'll just cut across. And it's basic. It's got all your facilities that you need, like your barbecues, your fridge. There's someone dining in there, so I won't actually go in there at the moment. But yeah, it's a camp kitchen's open from 8 to 9:30, and yeah, fridges, barbecue areas, sink. There's a TV lounge area, so people are obviously can relax in that section. More cabins here. These are the newer style cabins. The amenities block. Men's are here. Women's are here. I'm not one for walking into amenities with a camera, but yeah, I'm sure it's okay. Little park area over the back here. More dining, outdoor dining space with some barbecues. Children's playground over here. There's some lockers. I don't know if they're for staff or not, but the barbecue areas again look quite clean, which is lovely. These are just the streets up the caravan park. Walking around this side is a pool, indoor pool, which is nice. Another barbecue area here with dining. These look like permanents. So we have some permanent residents here obviously as well. Maintenance area and laundry for housekeeping, I suppose. I think they got some an air hockey table. Just walking through this way. Air hockey table and some table tennis. The pool hours are from 6 till 9, which are pretty good. I'll just I haven't got my card to let me in there. Card to let you in, but you get the picture if you can see in there. There's a indoor pool. Yeah, I didn't bring my access card, but you get the drift. It's a nice indoor pool. I'm sure obviously that it would be heated. Vending machine. Here we have a bike repair station. Yeah, the cafe was okay. As I said, I'm sure it does a roaring trade for breakfast. and lunch. Not so much later afternoon. Ordered a iced coffee, lactose free, and they made that okay. Hello. Which is the cafe here. The outside, and they do takeaway food. Little area to dine. Give you a selection of what's available on the menu, which is really good. And then across the road here is more parklands. So here you go, you've got spa cabins, indoor heated pool and powered sites. And it's Discovery Parks, also known as G'day Park. And yeah, we'll just cross the road. This is the main road, so it's not a very big park at all, actually, but yeah, look, for an overnight stay, especially if you're going across the Tassie on the Spirit, it's probably only a 10-minute drive up to the terminal from here. There are, as we came in, there were some shops. I don't know whether that was Belmont. That's what the name of the place is. But yeah, this is a little parkland area. There's obviously some walking paths. I'm not sure if there's a golf course in the background. No, I don't think so. They've got dogs running around over there. So there's some children's playground up that end, or some gym equipment, one of the two. And yeah, look, I'm not going to walk all the way over there, but over the end there I can see some picnic tables and shelters and more play area. So it's a bit cold and breezy today, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, it's not a bad park. I've noticed it's located next to Tasman Holiday Parks too, which is just pretty much next door to the caravan park we're staying at, across the road there. But yeah, nice enough area. It's I guess the park's a little bit dated, and yeah, look, to be honest, service could be a little bit better. When we arrived, we booked a powered ensuite site. They put us onto this other site and were telling us that we hadn't booked that, which we luckily had a printout of our paperwork, so that actually gave us the key to use the ensuite, which they're having work on the slab, having it re-cemented. So I guess maybe they didn't want to tell us that. So, but they ended up, because of that, they ended up giving us access to the ensuite, which was nice enough. But yeah, the service was in the cafe area here. Yeah, it was like it was a bit too much trouble. We ordered a lamb and gravy roll and asked if they could heat it up, and he's like, no, the kitchen's closed. And we put it on the grill, and I just said, well, can you just microwave it? And he did that, but at the same time kept it wrapped in the plastic when he did that. So the office hours here are 8:30 to 5. And yeah, that's pretty much it of the park, really. As mentioned, they've got the pool and the play area, small play area for kids opposite the park, which is nice. Big area in the park for the kids to run around. And yeah, there's no campfires are allowed here, whether that's a seasonal thing or not, I'm not sure. But being as cool as it is, I would assume that there is no campfires allowed, full stop. It is cold, so cooler anyway, it's not too bad. Another barbecue area down the bottom here. And yeah, there's just lots of cabins and obviously permanents. You know, it's a good overnighter. I can't imagine staying here for an extended period unless you got the young kids and want the pool and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not bad. It suits our purpose, obviously, getting on the Spirit of Tasmania tomorrow. So yeah, but lots of cabins, like probably a good convenient location if you're coming into Melbourne or Geelong. It's not too far out of Melbourne, and obviously it's quite close to Avalon Airport. But yeah, it's, you know, I'd probably rate it a 5 out of 10, to be fair. I'm a pretty harsh critic, but yeah, for me, based on the service and the arrival process, and in this industry ourselves, in motels, I wouldn't give raving reviews, that's for sure. Although the cabins look nice, they look nice and clean and neat, and yeah, maybe these are the smoking ones. They've got ashtrays on the tables outside. Got someone brave enough to be camping in a tent here, so but yeah, that's your camp kitchen over there. I think might just don't think there's anyone in there now, so might just give you a quick view. Yeah, it's open. So yeah, this is a nice little area with a TV, little couple of lounges, TV room, couple of tables for dining. We've got a book library over here, to place or leave. Book swap, so some puzzles. Someone's obviously made toast and forgotten about it. But yeah, you've got your barbecue, sinks, oven, fridges, more barbecues and microwave over there. So 8 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. for the camp kitchen and the TV up there. So yeah, like it's sheltered, I guess, so that that's a good thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this park. I might sign off now, and Trev's actually, we've got a problem with our fridge. We've got a 3-way Thetford fridge, and it works. It's working fine on gas or power, but on battery it seems to trip a fuse. So we actually, while we were down here, we called a gentleman on the way that is based in Geelong, and he's actually has come out to have a look at it for us. It just means, I mean, we can still run the fridge, there's no issue. It's tripping a fuse. So he's working on the motorhome now, just in case we wanted to keep it on battery power while we're travelling. We've not used it before that way anyway, so if it doesn't work, it can wait. But he was lovely enough to come out. So his name's Jordan. I'm not sure where he's from, but I will let you know if anyone's down here. And that's our motorhome here, and getting the work done. We're all plugged up. Anyway, I'll sign off for now, and we will film again on our way, or at the port ready to head to Tasmania on the Spirit. Okay guys, have a lovely day, and talk to you soon. Bye.